up, everybody, and welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. I got an inbox message, and by the way, the inbox on YouTube has changed. They put it in a different place. Like, they did something with the software, and when I logged on, it wasn't where it used to be. So now I have to log into like this little community thing that then has the inbox, and it took me like 2 weeks to find it because it was just gone, and I thought they did away with, inbox things. But I'm getting to them now. So this subscriber, he said that he's been subscribed for quite a while to the channel since it was under 1,000 subs. And I told him that I would keep this anonymous, so there's some things edited in here to leave out stuff that may make it known that it's him. He said that his mother had a heart defect called scimitar heart syndrome. It's like a 1 in a million thing that she was diagnosed with. She's in the hospital for about a month. She lost 10 kilograms, which is I think 22 pounds or something like that. She was in the hospital for about 1 month on a 600 calorie a day diet after an intensive 6-hour open heart surgery. So obviously she was probably bedridden and, wasn't doing very much after a heart surgery like that. And he says basically, she had this heart surgery that was, it still hadn't stopped her from, it was basically, genetic. She'd had it her whole life. But it started to, impede what she was doing in her life, so she had the surgery. But up to that, she's been very active. All the time active, never, had an issue. Now she's out of the hospital, and she's gained about, she gained weight, and she's now 110 kilograms, which I think is like like 230 pounds or something like that, on a 5'8" frame, 54 years old. And, he said, before, she was a healthy 60-ish kilogram. 60 to now 110. That's a big difference after the surgery. And he said he sat down with her to help her with her diet and stuff, which he calculated out whatever it was and put her on like a 1,600 calorie a day diet. Now that seems extreme, but 1,600 calories on a 230 pound frame should get some weight loss results, period. Within that first week, you should see weight starting to come off, especially if they're sticking to that plan, whether they're not, not exercising much at all or doing anything. If you're dropping to 1,600 calories, some shit should happen, theoretically, okay? But what happened was, they were calculating everything, weighing the food, everything, lost no weight. 0 weight. Dropped her calories to 1,600 to 230 pounds, lost 0 weight. So now he's like, well, something's wrong, and this is, he must be going by calories in, calories out. That's what he's thinking. Drop the calories, lose the weight, period. Dropped her to 1,200 calories on a 230 pound frame. Lost no weight. So now he's starting to think that her thyroid must be messed up from the surgery. So, it's, let me go through this a little bit. He's trying to get her to see an endocrinologist to get her levels checked. He's saying something, something's not working right. So she's still, active and stuff now, but she's trying to drop this weight. Now, if we go by the whole calories in, calories out, which is what many people follow, many people who actually think they're educated about it, and they're educated book-wise about it, but they're not actually practical application, okay? And these are usually new people. I heard one guy the other day, he goes, I don't need a trainer, I don't need this, I have 3 whole years of training. 3 fucking years of, and one of that is probably half-assed, so you got about 2 years of training. One of that is probably, beginner, and you're probably pulling into intermediate the last year. So 3 years, you basically got fucking nothing under your belt. Trying to talk to people about who've been training people to lose weight for fucking 30 years, and you're telling them, oh, you don't need anything. This is the mindset. All I gotta do is subtract my calories, and I'm gonna fucking drop weight. What happens when this happens? What happens when this happens? Now she's 230, eating 1,200 calories a day, not losing a single fucking pound. How do you fit that into your calculations? You wing not fucking calories in, calories out people. How do you figure that out? Now, what I'm going to tell you, which you're going to refuse to believe, and I don't fucking want to hear it, you fucking wingnuts, the hormonal manipulation of her body is off. Something's wrong, okay? So obviously, maybe a thyroid issue, it may be a cortisol issue, for some reason. I don't fucking know. It could be, a couple of different things, but, if they're giving you certain medications, medication can cause permanent weight gain. We just talked about this with the antidepressants, and some people are like, that doesn't happen, I took a Xanax. Xanax not a fucking antidepressant, okay? Xanax is a fucking anti-anxiety. So some days they give you it along for an antidepressant. They use different medications that are for something else. It's called off-label use, okay? But again, it's probably some kind of medication that is doing this to her that's killing the thyroid or whatever's happening. The bottom line I'm trying to get at is this whole calories in, calories out thing, how do you figure that this lady probably dropped like 2,000 or 2,500 calories out of her diet, considering, you know, whatever it takes to weigh 230? I mean, I probably eat about, I don't even track my calories. I had to guess, I'd probably say I eat around 3,500 calories, maybe 4,000 a day, roughly. That's pushing it, 4,000 calories a day. So let's say she was maintaining her weight with that, and she drops, if I drop my calories to 1,200, in a week I lose 15 pounds, like this. And I don't even have to be active. I don't even do cardio and shit. It'll just come off. I mean, I cut back on eating junk food and I drop 10 pounds in a week. I go from freaking like 230 down to like 212, you know, like within 3 or 4 days. That's how it works. But this is not what's happening here. So now, if this person came to you with your calories in, calories out, what would you do? Would you then increase her energy expenditure? Well, that's going to be hard to do after the surgery and stuff. I mean, she's as active as she can be, but you can't do that. So what do? You keep lowering her calories down to like 800, 500, but you say that's not good. You say it's not good to go below a certain point, but she's still not losing weight. So what are your answers? See, these are the types of things that I run into frequently, being around the fitness industry, being around people, training people, talking to people that are online all over the world with different clients. These are the different things that I run into. For some reason, you know, I had an individual who, sticking to his program, he's pushing his ass off, but nothing was happening. Well, as it turns out, he was on a medication. He was on a medication that he didn't put on the new client intake form for depression. Yeah, for depression. So now he said, okay, you go back to the doctor and get the blood work done. Doctor don't want to do the blood work. Says, you're fine, you don't need it. He's like, I'm 40% body fat. Yeah, I need to have something done because obviously training, oh, you got to exercise more. Okay, do more. Well, I wasn't doing anything before, and now I'm doing cardio 4 or 5 days a week, training with weights and watching my diet to a T. And zero has happened in how long? A month. So, you know, there's something, oh, no, it takes longer than that. Okay, doc, it don't take longer than that. I've been transforming for the last fucking 20 years, and me and Kari were just talking about it today. It's been like 2 weeks since she's been on her fucking diet, and it's a clear, distinct difference. Carla, who just started training with me again, 1 week on her fucking diet, clear, distinct difference in the way she looks already. It doesn't take fucking 3 months for you to lose a few pounds. So just be aware that, you know, to this guy, I don't know what to tell you what it could be. I would say it probably is some kind of hormonal thing. I mean, obviously, it's some kind of hormonal thing, whether it's brought on by some kind of medication or if it's just naturally her body shut down for some reason. She's got to have that blood work done to find out what's going on with her hormones. Hormones do manipulate the metabolism. They are responsible for the way your metabolism changes. If something is not working right, you know, then obviously something needs to change. She needs to supplement certain things in her well, not supplement, but get certain drugs to replace different hormones if they're not working right. But the only way you're going to know that is through blood tests. And you have to have an open-minded doctor that says, well, you know what? Okay, let's look more into this. Because a lot of doctors are like, look, we saved your life. Don't worry about it. Go home and exercise. You'll be fine. They just want to get you out of there and not deal with you. So try to find a doctor. Get the blood work done. Make sure that, you know, the diet she's eating are nutrient-dense foods. Okay? So, like, she's having some fruit. She's having some pineapple. She's having these different foods that have vitamins and minerals in them that are responsible for making sure your hormones are level to begin with. Because if you're deficient in certain minerals or vitamins, it could screw you up too. But I don't think that's what's going on here because this is something far more intense and it's a lot bigger than just missing a couple vitamins. So once you get the blood work done, hit me back up and let me know what the findings were. BioStraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostraining.com is the blog and where the no calories in, calories out bicep, because I said so, and we're out.